Kshetra kshetragya yorevam antaram jnana chakshusha bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye vidur yanti te param. Hello friends, this is the 34th Shloka of the 13th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this Shloka in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the Shloka says, Kshetra kshetragya yorevam, which means field and the knower of the field. Antaram jnana chakshusha, which means by the eyes of inner knowledge. Bhuta prakriti moksham cha ye, which means beings, nature and liberation all. Viduryanti te param, which means those who know attain the supreme. So Shri Krishna concludes the 13th chapter by saying that the one who knows or who understands the field and the knower of the field knows everything and thus attains the supreme. So we understood in the previous shloka that in reality there is just one knower. All the other knowers are just a reflection of this knower in Prakriti. Now the nature of things is that whatever you think you are, that is what you become. So if an individual is able to understand that there is just one knower who sits in the same manner in all the living beings and starts living his life with a complete conviction in this idea, then he will start to realize that his ego is just a fallacy and that his true nature is all knowing, all pervading Atma, Paramatma. So, since the nature of things is that whatever you believe in is what you are, therefore, this person becomes one with the supreme being, which is Paramatma, the supreme Lord, because he knows that there is just one knower and that knower is the supreme being and that is who I am. So, when the person starts to believe in this idea, then he starts to attain the nature of the Supreme Lord. And since the Supreme Lord has the knowledge of everything, therefore such an individual also has the knowledge of everything and he attains the highest. Now you have to understand this point very correctly over here, that when we are living our lives at the interactive level over here, then basically we have to identify with our ego, even though we know that it's not true, but we still have to identify with it. And therefore, when a person is living at an interactive level in this world and is living his life at the lower level of consciousness, then he is also identified with the ego. Only when he rises up and goes to the higher level of consciousness does he become his higher self or the Supreme Lord, and then he has the complete perfect knowledge. So it's only in that state that the person has complete knowledge. When a person is living in at the lower level in this world at an interactive level, then basically he still doesn't have that perfect knowledge. So that is also something that you have to understand. But if a person is able to attain this higher level of consciousness at his own will, then he can by his own will go and rise up to that level whenever he desires. And if at the time of death he is able to maintain this higher level of consciousness, then he will attain the supreme. He will attain at the time of death, he will just attain that nature. So that is the message of this shlok. And that was basically the whole idea of the kshetra and kshetragya, or the field and the knower of the field, that was presented in this chapter. So we have now completed the 13th chapter. I will present to you the summary of this chapter in the next video. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.